Then there's the part of trying to, figure out where you want to draw the line in terms of what you want to share on the internet, how much of your personal life you want to put out there. And in my case, how much of my kids do I want to put on here? How much of my husband do I want to put on here? There's just that, conflict of, do I want to share this? Do I not want to share this? And so hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time stopping by, thanks for stopping by. Today's video is a bit of a chit chat, nothing serious. Not to scare you or anything like that. Doing YouTube is not a walk in the park. From figuring out exactly what you want to say, sometimes I even write a script like I'm acting, so I'm not losing my thoughts, to making sure that your setup and lighting is good, down to editing, bruh. Editing, I think, has been the most tasking part for me. I wouldn't say difficult, but it's tasking because when you're starting out, there are going to be a lot of glitches where something comes out in the way that you didn't intend it to, and then you have to go over it again. So there's going to be so much of the clips that you want to cut out, that you want to make look better, that you want to fit your idea of a nice, perfect video to put out. My first video was, I think, the entire clip was maybe about 45 minutes, and I think I cut it down to 13 or 12 minutes. So much cutting to do because you're just saying many different things, and sometimes you're even babbling. I feel like I have one or two or maybe even three resources and people that I can source out editing to, but I worry that as a newbie, there's that personal touch that I want my videos to have, that sourcing it out would rob me of, or that sourcing it out would not have that me spice. And so sourcing it out has not really been an option for me because there's that me spice that I feel like, at least for now, my videos need to have. Another reason that I was kind of considering sourcing it out is also that so that I can balance my day job and just other family obligations, but I'm going to stick to not sourcing it out just yet. I'm not saying never sourcing it out, but not sourcing it out just yet. I want to add my own little spice. It's not like I do crazy effects or anything, but there's my little spice that I feel like my videos should have, at least for now, until I can sit down with someone who is a professional. Then there's the part of trying to, figure out where you want to draw the line in terms of what you want to share on the internet, how much of your personal life you want to put out there. And in my case, how much of my kids do I want to put on here? How much of my husband do I want to put on here? There's just that, conflict of, do I want to share this? Do I not want to share this? And so it can be nerve-wracking sometimes to just kind of figure out where you want to draw the line in terms of sharing and in terms of one's personal life. Right? And then there's the crazy part of getting new video ideas when you're about to lay your head to sleep, or when you wake up to pee in the middle of the night, and now the world is coming crumbling because now you're worried that you're going to forget by the time you wake up in the morning. And then there's other like adult stuff that you need to do, like get the kids ready, like log onto your computer and join meetings at work. And so now in that middle of the night or at night when you're like trying to get some rest is when you want to quickly scribble stuff like, this idea is gold and I just want to write it down so I won't forget. There's that portion of things. And then there's also like, as a person who's doing lifestyle is such a broad spectrum, like such a broad niche, that there's now also that part of figuring out how you want to carve out this niche, or how you want to like do your own little ball of what you're going to be sharing, what your channel is going to be about. And there's a part of, say, filming something on Sunday, but work gets crazy or just personal life gets crazy and you don't get to editing until like midweek or the end of the week. It's easier when you film and you're able to get to editing immediately, because then it's fresh in your memory and you know where to quickly cut. It's easier to find parts of the video where you want to get rid of. But in the case that it's a busy week, and say for example you film something on Monday and you don't get to editing it until maybe like midweek or the end of the week, it's slower because now you have to watch the entire video to know where's what and what you're getting rid of. Now, all of that being said, like I said earlier in this video, this is just a chit chat and my intention is not to scare anyone who's trying to do YouTube. So all of that being said, what my take is on doing YouTube so far is that I think this is the part where I need to insert that if there's something you want to do, just do it. Don't let your heart stop you something from moving. Yes, if you are somebody who is considering doing YouTube, my take on it so far with my short experience is just take the leap. Go for it. I actually regret all of the years that I considered doing YouTube and did not go for it because I was overthinking it, because I was overthinking everything. I was overthinking my filming gear, I was overthinking my setup, I was overthinking my lighting, I was overthinking what I'm going to say. And so I think that if you're somebody considering doing YouTube, go for it. Fun fact, my first 2 videos that went out on this channel, I filmed with my iPhone 14 Pro Max. And no one could tell that this was filmed with my iPhone 14. I filmed those videos with my phone, even though I had a whole DSLR that I could have used, but I wanted a pick me up. I wanted something that was easy to pick up. I didn't want to do any settings. I didn't want to overthink things. I didn't want to complicate things. So I just put my phone on a regular old tripod that I had, and I read my script, everything that I'd written down, and I started to talk to my iPhone camera. So my take is, the more that you overthink it, the deeper you dig yourself into the hole of how everything needs to be a certain way or how it needs to be perfect, right? Especially your filming gear. I promise you, don't overthink your filming gear. I believe that the mistakes that you make along the way with your setup, with your lighting, with what you say, with the way that you edit, I feel like those mistakes kind of come together to kind of produce a finished product of this is who this YouTuber is, this is who this person is, and this is the message that they're passing across. People can kind of figure out what your values are and, you know, what you're trying to pass across over time. So I think that those mistakes that you make over time with your setup and with your filming and with your lighting and even with what you say, you know, and with what the topic of your video is, I feel like all of these things come together over time to kind of help you figure out what it's supposed to be for you, or what your values are as a person who is making videos online, or what your underlying message should be in the long run. Another thing is that as a newbie on YouTube, if you don't already have a large presence on the socials, like on TikTok, on Instagram, on Twitter, it may be difficult to get people to come over here and subscribe to your channel, or to even watch your videos to begin with. Maybe it's a trust thing. People take their time to want to come here, and not everybody is into YouTube, to be honest. People take their time to want to come here and click the subscribe button, and I've found over time that not everyone actually is tech savvy, and many people don't even know how to go about subscribing. So people want to, but they don't know how to go about it. So patience in terms of building your community on here, that's something that I've learned. Patience in terms of building a community on here. And as much as you love your own content that you're putting out, it will take some time to find your community of people who equally love your content and look forward to your content and want to see more of you. After jumping through the hurdle of should I do this or should I not, when you do start, you might find that building a community, like I said, if you're not already a person who has a large social media presence, you might find that it's difficult, a little bit difficult, to get people to come on here on this YouTube platform, to subscribe to you, to turn on notifications, to comment on your videos, and to engage or even to share. And so that's something you're going to need a whole lot of patience. You will eventually find people who have interest in the kind of content that you're sharing and who just want to continue to see more of you. Let me just stop babbling. The long and short of this video is that this is ultimately a video from me to you, whoever's watching, to tell you that even if it's not YouTube, if it's starting a business, if it's taking a class, if it's getting your master's degree, if it's going back to school, if it's being more intentional in certain areas of your life, if that's what you want to do, I do think that you should go ahead and give it a shot. Worst case scenario, you make mistakes. Best case scenario, you will learn from your mistakes and you will grow from your mistakes. I'm enjoying doing YouTube so far. I'm loving it. It hasn't been a walk in the park again, but I'm loving it. And I intend to be here for a good while. So yeah, thank you for watching this short video. I hope it's short. And thank you for always tuning in, for always sharing my content, for always engaging with my content. Please like this video, share with your network, and subscribe. Like I always say, this is a baby channel, and your subscriptions honestly make the success of this channel even remotely possible. Until my next video, toodles!